Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the Jurassic game's Extinction. And this is a new sci-fi film from writer-director Ryan Belgart, and this film focuses on contestants compete to the death in a virtual reality, battling dinosaurs after being forced into a game by authorities in a dystopian future. Sure, this film has a really cool, interesting plot and concept of, hey, look, prisoners in the future get put into this virtual reality and have to fight each other for other people's enjoyment. I've seen this before. You got Death Race and so many other pieces of media. But, like, the dinosaur elements, that's cool. This virtual reality experience gives you a lot of creativity. But the biggest thing is this film feels so slow and so boring and so just, it leaves you in a place where you don't have any kind of feeling about what's coming next. You don't care what's coming next. I felt like this film struggled to make any of these characters really come to life or connect to the audience. And it just feels like a film going through the motions. And at this runtime, there's so many elements in this film. There's so many narrative beats that each one just feels like there's another thing, and there's another thing, and none of it feels particularly memorable or engaging or enthralling in any way, shape, or form. The special effects look pretty dated and not exactly the most engaging or interesting to watch. I do think this film certainly benefited from being in a virtual reality world, because otherwise these dinosaurs would have looked absolutely terrible for, like, real life. But even, like, the action, it feels like it's just plopped there and it's just happening, and there's so much nonsense. None of the performances feel particularly engaging or interesting to the point where you really feel anything for anybody. You sit there and watch this film as it's going through the motions and feels very repetitive and feels like you're not quite connecting with what's going on here. Now, if you're the kind of person that really enjoys, like, big, wild kind of concepts like this and enjoys surfing on, like, VOD and seeing, like, you see the poster for this movie and you're like, Jurassic game's Extinction, you look at it as like a giant T-Rex with glowing eyes and volcanoes and fire and, like, these ships on the poster, and you're just like, that looks like something that I could have fun with. You might be able to find that kind of enjoyment and connect with this. But in general, it just feels like this hodgepodge of all of these things that happen, but never feel like you actually are engaged in a story with characters you're engaged with and connect with, and it's just there. And I struggled a lot sitting through this film and really feeling like I was getting enjoyment out of it, which is a shame because this does have a lot of potential to it. And at the end of the day, this is for, like, a very niche kind of audience, and if you're part of that, you might find some fun with it. But those are my thoughts on the Jurassic game's Extinction. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.